Hey everybody, it's Riley.
And it's Kiara.
Just want to pop in for a quick second to say we see everything that's going on in the world. Take a quick second to check out the links in our description to help out those that are in need and enjoy the show. Mike, let me hold the mic. Welcome to Six Songs for Everybody, favorite music recommendation podcast. I'm Riley,
Ooh, I'm Kiara.
and we are so
And
happy to
thanks for
have you.
listening
Thank you
or
so much.
watching. We are very excited to do these episodes. I feel like it's been a minute since I talked to you.
Yeah,
Like really talked to you.
I've
But
been a busy
we've been
bee.
trying not to talk because we have so much to say about everything that's about to happen.
Oh yeah.
This is 6 songs for where we give you 6 songs for a situation, but first we do the diva debrief. So this week's diva is Jill Scott. We've mentioned her on the podcast before, but I actually don't know if either of us have picked a song by her. I don't think so.
I don't know.
So Jill Scott is from Philadelphia, Jilly from Philly, who I will now be referencing her as. And she's like the neo soul diva. Okay.
Like honestly, generations of people have been already affected by this lady. Like,
Like, who is not old by any means. Like,
yeah,
she
no.
is okay, so my relationship to her, just before we really get into it, my mom is obsessed with her. She is her favorite artist other than Tony Braxton, but I would even say more so. Like Tony was like when she was a kid, and like Jill is like still to this day. Well, still Tony. Anyways, my mother played Jill Scott's records on repeat to the point where me and my brothers literally would joke all the time that we know all of her songs, because we do. But like we wouldn't even know the names of them because we were listening to them on the CD, and like they would just play all the time. And so there are gonna
Throwback
be a
to
few songs,
CDs, honey.
girl. Okay, there's gonna be a bunch of times where I'll tell you which songs we were obsessed with. Anywho, so she is amazing. She starts with "Who is Jill Scott?" Because I'm sure you're wondering who is this girl when she first starts. It's 2000. She's
The industry is wondering because she's been songwriting for a bit before her album is released.
Yeah,
So there's definitely buzz going around.
which I'm so glad you mentioned that because I just on this album, it's "He Loves Me" in E flat, right? Knew that she and Erica Badu had recorded the same song, but for some reason I thought it was that song. So I'm searching. I'm like, where is Erica Badu's version? Like I know that there's another one. Like wait a minute, girl, it's a
There's a
completely
Karen
different
Clark
song.
Sheard version of this song.
It's a completely different song. So in 1999, Jill Scott wrote "You Got Me," not "He Loves Me," with the Roots, but the record label MCA did not want her to sing it because they wanted someone more um, recognizable. So they got Erica Badu to sing it, but they have since released Jill's version. They've all performed it together. There's no bad blood. It's just it was what it was. But that was before Jill was even like I think her album had even come out.
Yeah,
So I
she initially, to my understanding, was like a poet, and I don't think she initially like was viewed herself as a singer, but she more
yeah,
as a poet, and then she became a songwriter and then a singer through that vein.
I
So
think so too. So that's kind of why that happened because they didn't. The record label unfortunately was kind of like the song was good. They needed people to hear it with people that they knew. Anywho, so the first album, "Who Is Jill Scott?" Words and Sounds, Volume 1. I love when a girl gives us an intro, but she called it a Jill tro.
mm,
Okay. This song, I mean, this album, top to bottom, is good. It is pretty long,
it
but
is a long album.
it is still good. Like she has very iconic songs on the first album, babe. Let's take a long walk around the block. The thing is, when we do 6 songs for walking, that will be on it.
I'm
Spoiler
screaming
alert.
6 songs for walking.
I already have a playlist for that,
That's
actually.
hilarious. No,
um,
there's definitely something to be said about having bona fide classics on your very first go round. Like there are at least 3 songs, at least 3. And that's like
And that's a lot for.
at least 3, if not more. There, I believe there are more, but bona
Yeah, I
fide
do too.
classics, like people have covered them. Karaoke bars were never the same.
Yeah, yeah.
He loves me, especially
Specially
different.
different
Every
every
don't
time. Mind you, she wrote that about Lyle Williams, your
Lizelle.
cousin. No, I'm kidding.
I'm screaming.
No, not Lyle. Lizelle.
Lizelle and E flat, which
Um,
I remember thinking that Lizelle was like a type of song, like a ballad or like a tango or like a Liza. Like I thought it was like a genre of song, but no, that's just the person that
kind of
she was
didn't.
with's name at the time.
Right. Lizelle and E flat.
Though
Anyways,
is girl woke up this morning with a smile on my face. Jumped out of bed, took a shower, dressed, cleaned up my place, made me some breakfast, toast, and 2 scrambled eggs, grits. Then I grab my keys, grab my purse, grab my jacket, and I'm off to work. Like that's just like how do you
7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have a bowl, gotta
she
have cereal, seeing everything that time is going. That's literally Friday from fucking Rebecca Black. Like she was inspired.
wow. That's what a connection. What a connection that was. We I don't know if she's quite a diva yet, but Rebecca Black, Girlfriend by Rebecca Black is like one of the greatest
Shout
songs
out.
I've ever heard. So
No,
shout
I
out to
never
Rebecca
forgot
Black.
how you love
Honestly,
that song.
listening back to Friday,
It's
Friday
good.
is not that bad. Like
I've
it's
always said that Friday was a good song, even when it first came out. Okay, well
RB Rebecca Black.
we
Let's
got
just move on.
so now we move on to Beautifully Human. I'm pretty sure that yeah. Yeah, Words and Sounds Volume 2.
Word.
First of all, adorable, adorable, cute little picture of little Jill.
This is the Jill Scott album that like defines like me.
Oh,
Like
really? Okay, because I'm not there yet.
absolutely. My
Um,
mother this was the one that like my mother is like I have visions of me being in the car. Like I know this album top to bottom, could sing it top to bottom, like
yeah.
100%.
I mean, me too, but the one we'll get there. So golden, my mother made sure. My mother made sure that I was living my life like it's golden. Okay, bitch. Every literally like y'all don't understand. Living my life like it's golden. Like this, black children were never the same. Like because our mothers wore this album out, y'all.
I'm taking my freedom.
Putting it on the shelf. I'm taking my own freedom. I've been to it. It comes naturally. No, because have you ever taken your freedom and put it on a shelf?
Yeah,
Like y'all, but y'all not hearing her though. Cross my mind,
iconic.
iconic.
Iconic. We
But
get
y'all
let
know,
on this album overall. It's much more like singy. It's
hmm
in the first album. It's like a lot more poetry moments. She's almost rapping on certain songs,
yeah,
but on this album, she's just singing like straight through, and it's way more less neo soul and like more like true to 70s soul. Like it's very fun
yeah.
and warm. Love it.
I'm obsessed. Like this
Raphael
entire album
Sadiq
is so good.
is all up and through here, so it's still neo soul down.
I
Like
also love that this bitch is horny. Okay, this is when we really get into it because I've been thinking about you and I know what you're doing and me what you're
well, she
gonna
definitely
do.
started. Did she start the last album with exclusively, where she was like, I just
Oh,
that's after the second song, but exclusively is hilarious. But yeah, Mama lets us know that she deal with the freaking, and as she should, because duh, she's one of the most beautiful women to ever like just the face card don't ever
never
decline.
decline.
So
So then we get into the real thing, Words and Sounds Volume 3, which is my tea. This is the one that my mother, she wore it out, okay? If it's hip hop, if it's classical, metronome, what a metronome. Gospel. That's my favorite part.
Get them lyrics out, baby. Yes.
This is the point where she's literally being like, "You're not listening, Kiara." She said you can be whatever you want. There are genres. The thing is like when I remember that she's literally my mother, like that's what I would do. My mother was when this came out, my mom was probably like 25 or something. Like literally my age. Like I would do the same thing.
What she was standing.
Like it's amazing. And so she made sure that I understood what the fuck she was talking about on all the songs that were about sex. Because when I got older, and then I was like, wait, ew.
Oh yeah. Crown Royal.
Your hands on your hips, let me right back to you. I catch my breath.
Catch that thrust, give it right back to you. You're in so deep, I'm breathing for you. You grab my braids, arch my. Like, she's just talking shit. And I'm in a car, like, I'm 8, and I'm like,
I know
Like, I'm like,
it was so
what?
inappropriate,
But
but
here's
like
the thing, she slid, though.
she
And I
did.
love
But we
how,
have to go
like,
back. We have to go back because dun, dun, dun. She said, "I'm going to write an anthem."
this is a skip for me.
No shade, but this eats to this day. Like I still think that it's cringy, but it's like the implications cannot be
Yeah,
ignored.
it is international. You know what I'm saying?
If I could give you the world on a silver platter, would it even matter? I should be doing Where's Your Scott at karaoke.
Just do
It's
the whole
all stuff.
song.
Literally, like this entire album is how I could do. Like this is the one that I'm literally like going to go. I'm going to be on my deathbed, and I'm going to be able. The real thing is the real. Got a little high, I got a little
Stunning.
low. Follow this melodic flow, flow. This is probably my favorite
That
album right now.
guitar. Yeah, wow.
Epiphany. Why did she say riding the ship like the ancestors did? About talking about a dick. That kind of pissed me off.
No, my is my love. She said, "I heard you got married.
Oh yeah,
Married?
Mary.
Married? You know, we went together, but you know
Damn.
what this was? Like
No, like she's
she's
confused.
real as fuck. Like I can't
Married
married? Like gagged and gooped for real. Like
for real. I mean,
and here's the thing, the honesty in the music, like the fact that she has never been afraid to be like, hey, i have I have not had sex in a minute and I am sad about it. Literally celibacy blues. Literally, I am in love. Like, you know what I'm saying? The vulnerability
I
to,
just wanna be in love like everybody else does. I just wanna be in love
you know what I'm saying?
like
Like
everybody else. Yeah.
there's something to be said about her songwriting and how it feels
It's so personal, but also so universal.
so honest, and it's actually, it feels like very sophisticated and womanly. Like
Oh yeah,
it never feels, what's the word I'm
immature.
looking, it never feels like cheap or insincere or like it's trying to be like controversial. It feels like very real, which I've always
Yeah,
appreciated.
I agree. Also, like whenever you're around, always sticks out to me because she's like, I'm lonely whenever you're around. Like that's probably the first time
That's a deep,
7 years old.
that's a crazy song. That's a deep
Like
ass song.
literally this it's so interesting too because like thinking about what happened with my mom, I'm not gonna get too much into it, but like these songs were such
Generations
grown
of
songs
people.
like but they're like specifically like the plight of like a black woman, and it's just so funny to me that like I was listening to this when I was 7 on repeat. Like when I think about this album, I think about coming home from school, I think about coming home. For some reason it's always coming home from something. Like I feel like this was all the albums she put on, and it's a very car album to me. Like all of my memories from this album come from being in the car because she literally, I'm y'all, I cannot emphasize enough. We did not listen to anything else the entire year. And well, this and the Mary J. Blige album that came out in 2007, Growing Pains. So and also she
That's
took
so funny because my mom was Words and Sounds Volume 2 and The Breakthrough. I think the one in
LOL.
2005. So, like, that's so funny.
That is
Yeah.
really funny, and I think that's because your mom isn't she like a little bit older than my mom, like a couple years.
I don't know. I don't, also don't, my
We're not
mother,
gonna put our mom's
I
ages
was
on.
gonna say, my mother is timeless.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was just thinking it's interesting because those albums aren't that far apart, but like if they're like different ages, it
But
can make sense.
generations,
Yeah,
people died.
they
Like,
did. And I think it's also funny because The Real Thing came out in 2007, and then her next album, The Light of the Sun on My Back, didn't come out until 2011. So it's like literally.
The album is not fucking called "The Light of the Sun on My Back." It's called "The Light of the Sun." The Light of the Sun on my back, on my back.
No!
Okay, yeah, but
That's the one me and Bryce would literally like.
that's one of my favorite songs on the album. But let me
Me
say
too.
this: I did want to take a mention. Like Jill will take some time between albums. First album break was 4 years. Second and third album that break was 3 years, and then The Light of the Sun. This was
4 years,
4 years. Oh,
3 years, maybe.
not the no 2007 to 2011. That's 4 years. Yeah,
And then Woman is 4. So yeah, she takes her time.
yeah. No,
Mind you, where's the album, Miss Girl? We're dead.
I'm screaming. No, we're
Anyways,
dead.
but yeah, The Real Thing will always be my favorite. I think. I just think I have such a personal connection to this album. I think if you've never listened to it, I think this is a good place to start. I feel like it's a very like a mixture of the albums before it and the albums that were gonna come before after.
Right. Still
Light
my
of the Sun.
favorite. My favorite is Volume 2, but different
That's whatever.
strokes.
They're all good. Jill Scott. Okay, so the Light of the Sun. Personally, I live for the album cover.
I love it.
I live for like this might be my favorite album cover because the real because Volume 3 has always taken me out.
It's
This
it, it's
purse,
the she's in her bag, honey. Like I'm trying to be in my bag like Jill Scott.
this literally.
But that's a diva. She has a purse. Aretha Franklin carried the cash in the purse before she walk on stage. Purse on stage. Pink Pantheress, purse on stage.
Kiara Smith purse on stage.
A diva carries
Oh, mine's over there.
purse.
Y'all see all these purses?
Purse. Divas carry purses.
Did I have on my back? Wow. And she's so annoying for putting it literally like on the deluxe.
Yeah, but it's so good because it's showing them like building rolling hills. Like that's the chords and the everything. Like that's Rolling Hills before it became Rolling Hills. But like the fact that that session is what inspired the whole
Wait, what is
album.
Rolling Hills?
The song on the album Rolling Hills.
Oh, LOL.
Yeah, that's like that is the Light of the Sun is basically that.
That's what I was gonna say because I was like I said, my mom listened to these on CDs. So sometimes some of the songs like I don't know the names of, but I know, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So
right.
like whenever we be listening to it, I always thought Rolling Hills and Light of the Sun was this one song.
Yeah, no.
Keep going, sorry.
But they are the same structure in the same song. But
But this is about her.
So in Love, Insane, La Boom,
So
Vent
she was
Sweet,
married to. We have to call this out because she was married to Lyle, and then they got divorced, and then she got married again.
Lyle.
Oh, sorry, I keep
There's
calling him Lyle.
there's a whole Z.
Lyle.
A whole Z that we just not acknowledging.
Lizelle. She's married to Lizelle. They get divorced. Then she gets married to this other nigga. They have a kid. That's what this album's about.
Right.
Just so everyone's aware.
Quick is basically explicitly and very quickly the entire situation. It's basically the thesis of the album, and and the rest of what she's speaking about on this album basically stems from this one song about this relationship in which she produced her son, where she's calling out to God for help, where she's out adventuring and doing new things sexually, where she's missing people, where she's finding herself. All of these things, once again, extremely sophisticated, extremely mature. And like I said, there's a way that like she's just the diva. Like she is just
The
so
doll.
soulful.
Wait, I just realized. So the guy that she had this made this album about slash this kid was her drummer,
This
and she
kid.
kissed him on stage at Carnegie Hall, and then later like quite literally like uh they kissed, told the audience they were engaged. That was in June of 2008. Their son was born in 2009, And then June 2009, they had broken up, and they broke the news to Essence magazine. That's
Wait,
iconic.
June 2009 and then June 2009.
So the son was born in 2009, and then so June 2008 was when they got together, and by June 2009, the son was born, and they had broken up.
That's how it happens sometimes.
And because when you left me, couldn't believe it. I thought that we had magic. I thought that we had special, but it's over now.
We're
Can't
gonna
believe it's
we're
over.
gonna need a band for the live show.
No, like can't believe it. No, that was always my favorite song from on the album. As a kid, because I just thought it was so funny. And me and Bryce would go over,
Mm.
over all the time. This album's good though. This album's really good.
This album is amazing. Laboom Finsweet, I think, is my favorite. So Gone, the fucking Paul Wall feature.
Oh my god,
Paul Wall,
not
she
the
brought
spinning
Paul
dance.
Wall out of nowhere. I love Paul Wall. You can't give me that. I love Paul Wall. The entire song eats, and I would have never
Yeah.
expected a Jill Scott Paul Wall
Why
song.
does my body ignore what my mind says?
Come on now.
I'm surprised we've gone this entire conversation and not brought up Couch's Vaughn.
Oh girl, yeah. I guess.
Whoa,
I mean, she kind of,
she ate her up.
yeah, she kind of got it. Like,
No, because because everyone always forgets the first part. It's like, that's what Countess Vaughn does.
the
And
whole,
she's literally, Jill Scott does that.
yeah, she's like, like, yeah,
It's jazz. My mom
the
would always tell
full
me that
like
it was jazz.
minute of her doing that it will always be funny.
Yeah. And then we get Woman, which this album cover is not bad, actually. It's fine.
I don't like it.
I don't love it. I wish it was just the picture and not the words. But this album's pretty good, I have to say. I think my favorites have always been Can't Wait and Cruising.
This album I was not that familiar with at this point. My my listening had branched elsewhere, but I think I liked Prepared and Fool's Gold. Those are my two favorites.
I like those too. And Run 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 is also funny to me. It's just random. So yeah, Jill Scott, the diva, the doll. She's also an actress. Please go watch Why Did I Get Married 1 and 2.
I
She
need to
also
watch
was
her
in a.
movie with I need to watch her movie with Azealia Banks.
I'm sorry, what?
I need to watch her. She's in a movie with Azealia Banks.
Azealia Banks has been in a movie.
Yes, Azealia Banks has been on Playboy. She's yeah.
What movie
I
was
think
she
it's
in?
called Love Beats and Rhymes or something like that. Like
Like a
it's
scripted movie?
big movie.
Oh, I didn't know she
Non-script.
acted.
No, a
Yeah.
non-scripted movie. I don't know.
I thought she singed or whatever. But
she's the Don Tifa, and Jill Scott was like I think her like teacher or something in that movie. I'm gonna have to watch it. But yeah, Jill Scott has a very long acting resume.
no, yeah, she's a great actress. And her and Why Did I Get Married 1 and 2, really, I was like, there's nothing she can. I mean, I don't know if she can dance, but at this point, she don't really need to. Like, she's everything. She's like, I'm pretty sure she's like. My mom would always say she's like operatic, like she was basically an opera singer. But I don't know if that's true. I didn't get time to look that up.
I would not say
But
that. Ooh,
I
Jill
don't know if
Scott?
that's true. I don't think that's true. But
Okay.
I think the spirit, was there.
She does have a very warm, buttery voice.
Damn, I really love her.
Word.
That's why Beyonce Jilly from Philly, I love you, boo. Because
Pe-
she's the girl.
Period.
She's the girl. Like, she is the neo soul girl. The only other girl is Erica Badu. And as far as I'm concerned, Jill Scott has her mind a little bit more screwed on than Erica. No shade.
Well,
And with that, we're going to move on to the segment we like to call 6 Songs For. This episode is 6 songs for Caitlin Covington. Shout out to you, boo. Mwah.
period. It's fall time. It's Christian Girl Autumn is coming up. So it's only right that we address the seasons changing, honey. Get out
Of
your
course.
flannel. I got this short sleeve shirt on, but get out your flannels, get out your sweaters
It
and
is
your scarves.
officially. So today we are recording on the literal fall equinox. So this is the last day of summer tomorrow, or is it already happening? I don't really understand. But tomorrow we're just going to say we're the first day of fall. And
We're just gonna say that tomorrow's the first day of fall. Period. Okay.
because it's also my favorite day of the year. It's 21st
There,
day of September.
I've been talking
Um,
about you all week because I'm like, my friend is like one of those people who is like, who's knows about their wedding, has like planned their wedding
please.
forever,
Yeah,
and I know that whatever year Kiara gets married, the following September 21st, I'm gonna have to clear my calendar because
absolutely.
that's the day.
Everyone should, if you're my friend and you find out that I'm engaged, like just know it's if it's not that next year, it's the next one.
Exactly.
Or whatever year the 21st falls on a Saturday.
I'm screaming. This
The
year would have
next
been
one.
perfect, but
Trust me, I know. Anyway, so it's fall time now officially. Everyone can finally rejoice. I'm done cussing you out for rushing summer. Even though it's still fucking hot outside, but we're
Glorilla
gonna
said it. She opened the gate.
it's literally 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. She was calling attention to the climate crisis,
Like,
actually. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go first. What is your song?
you're gonna let me go first. Word. That's so. I love that.
Please. Let's not.
I'm just saying. I'm like being. I'm gonna let you go first. Like this. Anyway, my first song. I felt like very fall time. I think of Caitlin Covington, and I think the big curls, the
Hmm.
iconic pictures, and I'm like, what songs are just like songs I want to like frolic in leaves? Like what I just it's song just very frolicky songs. And this first song is the first one that came to mind. It's "Kiss Me" by Sixpence None the Richer.
Exactly. Exactly. I can already tell this playlist is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tasting pumpkin and cinnamon in
Hmm.
my mouth listening to this song. I
I feel like this
just
song is either a spring or a summer song, and so I'm interested to. I'm like, that's curious. I'm curious that you put that in fall, but
it
I can
feels
see
fall. It feels so fall to me.
that's so interesting. Wow. Yeah, I can see that. I feel like it's very like the leaves are changing regardless. You know what I mean? And I can see how you associate with this with fall. Actually, I've always associated with spring,
Word.
but that's because I hate things getting colder. I want it to get warmer. You know what I mean?
I love the colds. I don't deserve a summer birthday because I love being cold. I feel like my fashion gets better when it's cold. I just
Hmm. Not.
layering.
I can't say the same, but I try to dress for the summer as long as physically possible.
Screaming.
Anyways, so love that song. Um, I wish I knew more Six Feet on the Richer songs, but that
It's that one, and they have another one that I know, but I don't know it right now.
well, if
Let
you
me
don't know this song,
let me look it up.
uh,
It's gonna piss me
you must
off.
not have watched any fucking rom com in the early 2000s.
What's
But
the
they ate
what's
that. I
what's the
Yeah,
other song? There she
that's them.
goes. Well, they did a cover of it that
Uh,
like is
but
famous.
it's probably the one I know. Wow. Okay,
Or is
slay,
that
slay, slay.
either that somebody it's that's a cover, but I don't know. I think theirs is the original. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, either way, shout out to them. I didn't know that. I actually have no idea what they look like. Six. I just know that song. That's a
Just
great song.
I think it's like five white people.
Really?
It's quite a few of them. It's like a band.
This
Is it
man-
six? Cause Sixpence. I don't know. Shout out to y'all.
One, two, three, four, five. No, it's five. That's annoying.
It's like that. Let's One Direction these people because it's a group of five. let me go.
Do you
Let
want me to
me.
figure out which one's the Fergie?
No, I want you to figure out which one is the One Directions.
Oh, okay, okay.
Which the One Direction.
I mean, I don't know anything about them, so I'm assuming that the girl who's not wearing the glasses, I think is she singing the song? Kiss Me?
Oh, I see. What's the story with the lineup? I'm seeing different numbers of people in these pictures, honey.
Uh-oh. So maybe two of them, maybe somebody left. So it seems like one of
Girl,
the girls left.
and see, listen, they can't get their numbers together. We just gonna cut it because it's Sixpence. It's five people. They don't know what they got.
The old 90s pictures of them are sickening though, but it seems like one of the girls left. The girl with the glasses. Wow. Okay, well, shout out to them. I wish you the best.
I wish I never met at all.
So my first song is Metamorphosis by Infinity Song. And
I know this
you don't
one.
know this one?
I don't know this one at all.
So Infinity Song, those are the hater song girls.
The
I
what?
love the way it feels to be a hater.
Okay, him. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. I said him, but them.
Yeah. Don't love that song, but I actually really do love them. I didn't put that together until after I had found their album, I don't think. Um but their song, they have an EP and an album. So Metamorphosis is the EP, Metamorphosis Complete is the album. I have my own thoughts about that. But nonetheless, the EP and the album are both so good, and their music is literally just soft rock. Anybody complain putting them in a different category is just wrong. Like, also, if you don't know who they are band of siblings who make music together, obviously. And I saw them actually at Blue Note earlier this year. They were amazing. The experience was terrible. I don't think I will ever go to Blue Note again. It because literally they make you eat next to people you don't know,
That's me with the
and
Roots picnic.
yeah,
But that also
and
was a different. Oh, girl.
that was a lot. So, long story short, this group, Infinity Song, they are signed to Rock Nation. They are opening for Lake Street Drive. Oh my God, Lake is it Drive? Lake Street Drive or Dive? Lake Street Drive. I don't know. Lake Street Dive. My bad, not Drive. And at MSG, I think they already just did that. Um, but they've been making music for like a decade, but they like finally popped off. I think because of TikTok, probably. Yeah, I think you should get into them. They're really sickening.
Word.
And this
Okay.
song in particular, I picked it because it's the first song off Metamorphosis. It literally just, I think if anyone listens to it, you'll get it. Like, it feels melancholy. I feel like fall is always has that like aura of melancholiness, and so like kind of all my songs have that feeling. But also, Metamorphosis literally means change. The seasons are changing, and the way that they're singing, like, it's also just like a song about self-doubt and like almost like self-deprecation. It's just really interesting. I feel like the themes of the song remind me of fall because I feel like seasonal depression, like she's knocking on the door. I'm definitely feeling that. um and yeah, it's a great song. And I mean, if they were smart to put it as the first song on the EP, because I listened to it and I was like, oh, these bitches stop playing. And I think it's unfortunate that Hater Song became their most popular song, but seeing them live, they're really smart because they just like put it in the middle of the set. Like, it's I think I can tell that they don't really care about that song that much.
When thinking about fall or anything, I literally did not get deep at all. I'm like white bitches and acoustic guitar. So like,
Okay, I see
so
where you went.
my next song is "Linger" by the Cranberries because,
I
duh,
am so glad that you said this.
because duh, you
Bitch, did I not text you that picture of Bryce?
no.
Oh my God. I cannot believe I didn't text you this. Maybe because I knew I was going to say it on the podcast. Well, I don't know. But, bitch, tell me why. Bryce is my brother, for those of you who don't know. He was, he posted on Instagram, like sometime this week. He was listening, it was like music. And so it was like Jamie Foxx, Linger, and then like an SVU song. And I said, hold on.
SVU,
I mean, SWV. Oh my God.
a special victims unit song, girl. I don't know them. I ain't never heard of them, girl.
Please, please.
I
Oh
want to
my
go to
God.
that concert.
But bitch, when I tell you I literally hollered, I was like, who told Bryce about Linger?
That's so
And so I
funny.
literally texted everybody. And I texted him and I was like, how did you find out about that song? And he never responded, of course,
Real
because he's
niggas
not.
love Linger. I don't
And
know.
I said, do you know any of their other songs? And he was like, no, just that one. And I was like, you got to listen to Zombie.
I don't even know that. Is that?
In my head, in my head, there's a head,
It's
in
not.
my
If it's not
head.
zombie, then I don't know it.
That's literally,
Zombie. Is that? That's it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say if it's not that, then I don't know.
That's it.
Okay, good.
Um, but
I didn't know that was
Linger.
them.
Anyway, now I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you finish.
No, girl, that's it. It speaks for itself. The girls know it. The streets know it.
The
The
streets know it, bitch.
suburbs know it.
I need y'all to
The
understand.
mansions know it. Everybody knows it.
Everybody
Weddings,
knows it.
graduations, and funerals.
Bryce is literally in a fraternity, y'all. I need y'all to understand. Like, I feel like he's very hyper masculine right now, and like in a fraternity, in the band, like very like at a HBCU. Like, I didn't even know Bryce listened to white people, much less the Cranberries. Like, that really gagged me.
A hit is a hit.
And you know what? Bryce would always, when he was younger, he would entertain like my music taste more. And then he got older, and I feel like was like, "Kara, you only listen to white people." And I'm like, "That's not true," but okay. And now I guess he's listening to white people of his own. I was really proud of him in that moment. I really was. That was so. I'll have to put the picture on because I know he's not watching this. Um, so my next song is "Door" by Caroline Polachek. Now I know you don't like this song because you saw her and she kept singing about this door.
I
But
was on acid, and she kept singing about this door, and it felt like I was in hell.
but I could not. Pang the album to me is literally like the fall album. Like I love this album. I listened to it in like the transition time from summer to fall 2020 when I was living by Central Park, and I would go to the park all the time and listen to Pang. And literally, like this song in particular, because like I said, I feel like fall for me always has like a melancholy feeling, even if the song isn't even about necessarily something sad. This song sounds sad to me, but also kind of sexy. This song just feels like fall to me. This album, I could not in good conscience not put a song from this album because it is just like my quintessential fall album, I think.
Word.
Yeah.
Quintessential fall album. White ladies, guitars, um, and Caitlin Covington is also a Christian, so I had to put a gospel song on here. It's a white girl guitar, so Stacey Orico, this is your moment. We need you to come to the front, please. The song is "I Could Be the One" by Stacey Orico.
I don't even know who this girl is. Who?
You probably know "Stuck" by Stacey Orico, but you probably don't know that "Stuck" is a gospel song.
Stacy who? Or
So
Rico?
it's Stacy with an IE at the end.
Oh, I found it.
I
Yeah.
can't
Is she
say.
Asian?
I think she's white.
Oh, Rico?
I don't know.
She's giving me like Michelle Branch
But
vibes.
I could be the one. She was the doula in Pink Pantheress's room. After reading the song, she was the midwife. She
She
was
was there, yeah.
Pink Pantheress's midwife. Um, but it's another song in the vein of Stuck, where it's like very religious, but it's like she's eating, so it's like the girls just. I don't know.
Hmm.
I thought that you would know this song. That's crazy. I
Girl, I
love.
didn't even know who Michelle Branch was until a few years ago.
Wow,
Like,
word.
and I know people would think like, really, Kira, you love white girls.
I
Well,
was literally about to. I was literally
not as
about to
much as
say you
everyone
love white
thinks.
girls.
I do, I do, but not everyone, but not as much as people think. I had my
Okay.
girls that I checked for, and then that was really it. Like, I wasn't necessarily seeking them out.
Word, word. That's crazy. A
I was
little
listening.
bit of
I was
this,
listening to Jill Scott when I
little
was
bit
7,
of
not
that.
Stacy.
No, I'm screaming. Girl, here's the thing. Stacy got hits, so "Stuck" is a
And I've
hit.
never heard them.
But no, I could be the one. Since we're on the topic, play a little bit of "I Could Be the One" since you're not familiar with like what her music sounds like.
6 songs for white girls that look Asian. I could give you 3 right now.
Miranda Cosgrove.
Michelle Branch and Stacy. My last song is another album that I feel like or song from another album that I feel like is a fall album to me. And that song is Giving Me Life by Mariah Carey.
Word.
This song could have its own fucking debrief, to be honest, but I'm gonna try and make it brief. Basically, this entire album has this almost like fog cast of melancholy, but there are some obviously love songs like this one. And my favorite part of this song, well, favorite lyric of this song is it wasn't really much at all. Just a little sensitivity and a soul.
I thought she said, "And just a little sensitivity." Yeah, that's all.
No, I'm pretty sure she says just a little sensitivity and a soul. And I have the lyrics spelled up. Let's clarify.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
Oh, no, you're right.
Word.
I wish it was what I said. But
Period. Well, listen. Here's the thing. Art is for everyone.
just still just a little sensitivity. Yeah, that's all. Wow, I did not. I literally thought she said and a soul. That's funny.
I'm screaming.
And I was thought I was right. I never looked it up.
I was gonna say, wait, you got the lyrics up that quick though? Like, what's
Oh, I have them all up
damn?
just in
That's
case.
just in case.
Just in case.
That's another one of my drag names, Justine Case.
Please. When I was in 5th grade, when I was in 5th grade, we went to a field trip and my teacher wrote got like they had extra lunches and she wrote just in case, but she spaced it out like it was a name. And so I literally was like, "Who's Justin?" And she was like, "Here, I don't have time for this today." And I was like, I didn't even
she was she
I
was
wasn't
tired of
being
your shit.
I wasn't even being for
she
like I was being
said,
dead
she
ass.
said, she said, I got time for this on some other fucking days. But bitch, on today, I need you to shut the fuck up. That's crazy. She said, I don't have time for this today. That's funny as hell. Why would you?
And I was so mad because I was so serious too. I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" Because she wrote it like it was a first and last name, bitch. I was like, "Huh?" And I'm not gonna call her a bitch. Actually, that was my favorite teacher. But I was like, I
Bro,
was mad because I was like, because I remember her being like Kiara, and I'm like, what? Because I was 10. I don't
she
know.
she was probably hungry as hell. She probably only had a can of tuna and a boiled egg for lunch, and she's like, "This bitch is
This wasn't
asking
even.
me."
We hadn't even got to the place yet. I remember it was literally the. She was. We were about to leave, and she's putting the lunches like in the little thing they're gonna put on the bus. I don't even know where we went, but we were going somewhere and for a field trip. And she literally was like in the middle of like everything was like shuffling, everyone was moving, and she just like couldn't. And because I was like, who is Justin? We do not have a Justin in this class.
She was not entertained.
She was not having it. Anyway, back to Mariah. So this song, shout out to Miss Thomas. This song,
We had Miss Thomas too.
in Carver, yeah,
Yeah, shout out to Miss
that was
Thomas.
her. Mariah Carey was in her bag when she wrote this song, right? She wrote it with Blood Orange, and this album, just in general, Caution is underrated. Literally deserved so much more recognition than it
This
got.
bitch brought Slick Rick out of whatever fucking hole he been in since 1988.
And
I
then have
don't.
the nerve to work with Skrillex on the same song. Girl. Giving Me Life, the best part is the end. I saw at the Mariah Carey night that I went to, the woman who was like dancing to this song, she made it as like a strip tease thing. And it was amazing. I was like, exactly. That is exactly the energy of this song. Like she's literally talking her shit. It's sexy, it's sultry. At the end, she just whistles and it's just, this is literally like probably my favorite Mariah Carey song of all time.
Word,
This
word.
is like the respectable choice, and then the other choice is Up at My Face.
That's a respectable choice. I'd have to think all time. My gay ass is probably gonna say like outside or something.
Please. Not outside.
Outside changed my life in no uncertain terms. Like that song
Okay.
changed my life, 100%.
And this song changed mine.
Period.
This song made me a stan, I think. Like when because I had listened to Caution like when it came out, but the only ones that really stuck out to me were the Distance and this one. And then when I became like decided to become a lamb, I was like, oh yeah, I always did like this song. So yeah, listen to Caution, stream Caution. It's the time. I have thought a lot about this. Caution, the album cover is at least top 3 for me. I don't know if it's number 1. I don't know if you can top Glitter personally, but it's my top 3. I would say in terms of album covers, which is like really hard to say because there are a lot of good ones.
Rainbow.
And that's not even I was gonna say that. But yes, see that's the thing because for some reason I actually love Daydream. I think it's so classic. Like of all the old ones, it's my favorite.
I
But
mean, it's
also
Stephen
Butterfly.
Mizell, so like
But
money.
also Butterfly. No, I can't choose a favorite. But Caution is underrated for album
Rainbow is
covers.
probably my favorite album cover.
Oh, because you're gay.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
guilty.
Um,
Word. That was 6 songs for Caitlin Covington. Caitlin, we love you. Blizzy McGuire, we love you.
please
And
shout out
let's
to
go through our
Blizzy
songs.
McGuire. Oh, that's what you said. I think you said Lizzie for some reason. I don't know.
Lizzie McGuire, no, Blizzy McGuire,
Yes.
yes.
Sorry. Oh my god. If you can't tell
And
everyone, I'm losing my mind. Okay,
it's been a hard week.
it's been a hard week, and yeah.
Let's
But
go
shout out
through
to
the
Blizzy.
songs.
Pump the beat.
Period. Shout out to
The you
Ebony
went
Double
first.
XL too. Shit. Shout out
Uh,
everybody.
we need you. You went first.
Right. So, let's go through our songs. My first song is "Kiss Me" by Sixpence None the Richer,
Mine was Metamorphosis by Infinity Song.
followed by "Linger" by the Cranberries,
Then it was Door by Caroline Polachek.
And then I Could Be the One by Stacey Orico.
And finally, Giving Me Life by Mariah Carey. You can
Word.
listen to those playlists if you click the links in the episode description. We have Spotify, Apple Music, title coming soon. And let us know what you feel. Let us know if you like the songs. Let us know what you would have picked. If you have a question, you can comment the questions. You can email us at sixsongs4@gmail.com. And let's get into the last segment, questions for queers.
Let's get into it.
So I have a question for you. So I have always said that, like through this episode, that fall makes me feel like melancholy. And so the music that I listen to seems to, if it's not about something melancholy, it sounds melancholy. And I was gonna say, one, do you feel that way? And then two, if not, can you describe how fall makes you feel in 6 words,
You're trying to do a little preview, a little sneak preview.
please?
Well, I don't know if melancholy is the word, but shit, fall right now. I love fall because I work in a fucking warehouse, and that means that it won't be hot as dicks inside the fucking my fucking job. So right now, I'm
Hmm.
a happy bitch. I'm a celebratory bitch. Um, but in 6 words, how fall makes me feel: sweaty, cozy, sweater, cozy, fuzzy, wuzzy, stinky winky. Word.
So, okay, another question. What is your favorite fall tradition? Like, do you,
Well,
and if you have one?
yeah, I don't know. Is Thanksgiving fall or
Yeah,
Thanksgiving is like winter? No,
no, it's fall.
I'm kind of a Thanksgiving stan. I love
Yeah.
dressing. Dressing is one of my favorite foods, babe. Like,
I'm not going home for Christmas. I mean, Thanksgiving this year, but I literally always, I told my mom next year I will be. But we have the same food on Thanksgiving and Christmas, so it's not really that bad. My
Holy.
favorite tradition used to be the fair. I love the
Misty.
fair,
You
but I
get
feel like the fair
later
is
in
probably
October.
bad now.
Well, the fair kind of is was always bad, but we were just too young to understand.
Yeah.
I always, anytime I smell like a black and mild in the air, I'm like, am I at the Arkansas State Fair? Like it's just like
Please. But
those scents are synonymous to me.
the food was always just the turkey legs.
That's why we go as adults is to eat.
That's what I mean. Like when even in high school, because I feel like the last time I went, I was like a junior in high school, I think. Um, and it was fun, honestly. But I think fall, everyone always romanticizes fall, and I understand, and I do love fall. Like I do like the
Fall
aesthetic
in
and the
Arkansas
colors.
is
It's
undisputed.
gorge.
Like
Truth,
the
100%.
you New York bitches could never.
Could
No
never.
shade. Like y'all
Nor
are
New
not the
York
nat.
City,
Y'all
upstate,
are,
it's the
yeah.
same shit.
I was gonna say I bet, but like the natural state it gives in the fall. Like
Clock
that's
that. The
it's
natural state,
it's
bitch.
undefeated.
No, and that's the thing. Like fall in New York is very like, okay, so when is it gonna get cold? But although the last few years, climate change is real, so it actually hasn't been that cold, and it's been fall for longer. But it used to just be like literally the end of October, November, and then it was winter. But it's still hot as fuck. So like today, it is 77 degrees.
Word.
That
Is
feel
that
like summer
hot?
to me.
Well, I guess yeah. To me,
I'm not. I am not hot, but I would consider that on the hotter side. It's closer to
yeah.
80. I personally love. Anyway, this is about. Now we're just talking about the weather, but but fall is cute. We love fall. Shout out to Caitlin Covington. You
All is
are.
cute.
We love
And it could
like Caitlin
dress
Covington.
8.5 out
You
of 10.
like for TBA.
Literally.
Caitlin Covington, this is your TBA. TBH. You're that girl. Okay. There's you. What you are to fall is what Mariah Carey is to Christmas. You are the girl. There will never be another. You represent such a specific subset of white women that I would go with to say we need to protect. And that's only because I know for a fact she is not transphobic. She is an ally. She has spoken about Blizzy being the creator of the meme. She has literally donated to Blizzy to help Blizzy like get housing. She is a big proponent of LGBT rights. and she's that girl. She don't tolerate no fucking shade on none of those girls, and or black people as well. And when I learned that, I said, "You all right,
Oh,
white girl?
really?
You okay with me?"
Word. All I know is that I saw a tweet and I remember cackling for some reason where she said that she was tracking the foliage so that she could take the best pictures. And I was like, bitch, you better commit to the motherfucking brand, bitch. She said
That's amazing.
she's been checking the foliage reports and when they are going to be the most colorful. Like,
And
I
because if
live.
you're the queen of fall, bitch, that's the shit she be doing. And I bet it's nothing, like she just was gonna do that regardless. And now people know about it. Like that's everything.
And with that, we close out the show. Thank you guys so much for listening, as always. And we hope that you have a great rest of your day, your evening, your week, your month, and your life, darling. Mwah.
Bye.
Songs for songs for songs for